Hello, everyone. Happy RBA Tuesday for those who celebrate. Very good news from the Reserve Bank today. They've dropped the cash rate by another 25 basis points. So in the end, for those of us with mortgages, you're going to save roughly $80 per month on an average $500,000 loan. This is the third time that we've seen the Reserve Bank drop rates this calendar year. So I think it started off in February. We had another rate drop in May, and now this one here in August. So for a total of 75 basis points all up, you're looking at about $250 a month better off on your mortgage, again on a $500,000 average balance. So very good result, obviously better in your pocket than in the bank's pocket, and hopefully it means that we're starting to build up savings again. Whereas for the last 3 years, as interest rates had climbed, everyone was kind of exhausting their savings to cover these higher and higher rates. So starting to see some good changes on the interest rate front. And along with lower repayments, that also means that we have higher borrowing capacity with these rates coming down. So for every 0.25% rate reduction we see from the Reserve Bank, you're increasing borrowing capacity by about $20,000 or $30,000. So since January, we've seen between $80,000 and $100,000 in increased borrowing capacity for all of our borrowers, which is a great result, especially for our first home buyers who are struggling to get into what is still a very competitive property market. Speaking of the property market, we're going to continue to see property prices slowly tick up. I think potentially a bit faster than we have in the last 12 months. The entire, sorry, not the entire country, but the majority of the country has increased in value quite a bit. So New South Wales and Queensland, WA, even South Australia have all been quite hot, and Victoria's kind of sat on the sidelines for the last 12 to 24 months. But I feel like we're starting to see the tide turn here, where we're starting to see a few more listings, property increases. The reports that we get are showing that suburbs are starting to increase by 3 to 5%. So we're starting to see some gains, definitely, but I think it will take some further easing of interest rates by the Reserve Bank in the new year before we start to see a big change here in Victoria. That all said, it feels like first home buyers and investors are driving the market right now. The price ranges between, say, $400,000 and $800,000 is where we're seeing the most activity. For those clients that are upgrading, usually that's the price ranges between, say, $800,000 and $2 million. We're not seeing a whole lot of traction right now, but I expect that as the spring selling season kicks in, that we'll see more upgraders coming into play. And the biggest advice I've got for upgraders, it takes time to run through the requirements for finance, getting your property on the market, listed under offer, going out and finding a new property, determining in what order you can do things, whether you're buying first or selling first. Are we doing simultaneous settlement or bridging finance? I know I've mentioned this in past videos, but it's really important if you are looking to upgrade that we have a meeting as early as possible so that we run through all those steps. Usually I like to speak to clients 2 or 3 months prior to them listing to ensure that we've got everything in order and that we've got pre-approval in place as well. We've got the deposit sorted. So there is a lot more involved when you're looking to upgrade than compared to, say, buying your first house where you've got just the one transaction. As I mentioned with borrowing capacity, this increase in capacity is helping clients who are looking to do renovations or debt consolidations. And another thing that we're seeing quite a bit of is car finance. Car finance where the vehicle is being used as security, so a standard car loan, but also clients that are accessing the equity in their homes to buy cars. We're seeing that quite a bit here recently. We've had decent gains in property values over the last 10 years, and so clients have a lot of built-up equity. Taking a car loan and initially putting it over a 30-year term, so it's a smaller required repayment, with the intention of being aggressive and paying it off more intently down the track. It can sometimes play into clients' advantages depending on the life stage that they're in. You might be having kids going through school and things are a bit tight right now, so having that car loan sitting against the home can sometimes put a little bit of an ease on cash flow. So if you're looking to do anything, whether it's car finance or renovations or buying a new house, please give us a call and happy to run through your options. Next Reserve Bank announcement, I believe, is the end of September. I don't think we'll see another cash rate reduction this calendar year, but look out for early 2026, where we'll likely see 2 or 3 in pretty quick succession, depending on how the economy goes. All right, so all the best to everyone. Stay warm, and we'll speak to you soon.